Yo, is that ketchup on spaghetti? That's a crime in Italy.
Yokohama, 1945, a hotel kitchen under American military occupation. One chef, Army surplus ketchup, 0 Italian ingredients.
Wait, that came from that?
The moment you add ketchup, it becomes a different dish entirely. And that's not an insult. That's an invention. Everyone thinks Japanese pasta is just Italy with training wheels. Like, really embarrassing. A culinary apology letter. Wrong. Japan didn't copy Italian pasta. It rebuilt pasta from the molecular level, using a flavor science that the entire Western world didn't have a name for until the early 2000s.
Molecular.
I'm Shogun Penguin.
And I'm DJ Shiba.
Neapolitan spaghetti has 0 connection to Naples. None. The name is pure fiction.
Hold on, so Neapolitans have never even heard of it?
Not a clue. So here's what actually happened. August 1945. Japan surrenders, and General MacArthur's GHQ takes over Hotel New Grand in Yokohama. American soldiers flood the place with surplus K-rations, canned meat, processed cheese, and industrial amounts of tomato ketchup.
So the soldiers were just mixing ketchup into spaghetti?
Exactly. Quick mess hall meal. The hotel's head chef, Shigetada Iri, a French-trained cook, by the way, watched this and thought, crude. But they're on to something. He couldn't get Italian ingredients. Bombed out Japan, right? No San Marzano tomatoes, no olive oil, no Parmigiano. So he didn't try to copy Italy. He reverse-engineered the craving.
Reverse-engineered a craving. That's kind of brilliant.
And here's the key. He used Kagome ketchup, which had been made in Japan since around 1908. Generally sweeter, more vinegar-forward than American Heinz. Erie didn't squeeze it on cold. He caramelized it in the pan. The sugars hit Maillard reaction, and suddenly that cheap condiment had real depth.
Wait, is that the definitive origin story, or are there other claims?
Good question, Shiba. It's the most cited one. Though honestly, a few pre-war Tokyo cafes and Kabe no Ana's owner also claim credit. Irie's version just stuck. Either way, by the early 1950s, Neapolitan had escaped the hotel. It colonized Kissaten, Japanese coffee shops, all over the country.
The ones with the little flag toothpick on top?
On a sizzling iron plate, Japan's first mass-market pasta. And it had nothing to do with Italy. But while Japan was falling in love with ketchup spaghetti, Italy was building a legal fortress around the correct way to make pasta, and they were dead serious about it. So Italy has this system, DOP and IGP, legally enforced designations that dictate exactly how a product is made and where.
Like legally you can get in trouble?
EU enforced Parmigiano Reggiano, only from a handful of designated provinces in Emilia-Romagna and Lombardy. Minimum 12 months aged, raw cow's milk from local breeds. Call it Parmesan anywhere else and lawyers show up. As of recent counts, Italy has over 300 DOP and IGP food products, more than any other country. And that system generates billions of euros a year.
So it's not just pride, it's a massive economy.
Exactly. Now, take carbonara. The rules. Guanciale. That's cured pork jowl, not pancetta, not bacon. Pecorino Romano, not Parmesan. Egg yolks, black pepper, no cream, no garlic, no onion.
No cream? I've been lied to my whole life.
In 2016, a French video channel posted a carbonara with cream and lardons. Italian social media lost its mind. The hashtag Carbonaragate blew up for days.
3 days? Over cream?
Over identity. Each of Italy's 20 regions has maybe 50 dishes they consider non-negotiable. Food purity equals cultural survival.
But wait, didn't Italian food also evolve? Tomatoes came from the Americas. Pasta probably came from Arab traders. Wasn't Italian food once foreign too?
Exactly. And that's the contradiction Italy doesn't love talking about. They froze their food culture into law. Japan kept its food culture liquid. Same ingredient, wheat noodle plus sauce. Two completely opposite philosophies of ownership. So Italy built walls around its pasta. Japan did the exact opposite. In a tiny basement in Shibuya, one man decided spaghetti didn't need tomatoes, cheese, or olive oil. It needed fish eggs. 1953, Shibuya, Tokyo. A restaurant called Kabe no Ana opens, literally the hole in the wall. One of Tokyo's first dedicated spaghetti spots.
Great name for a restaurant, honestly.
He starts Italian style, but his Japanese customers keep asking for changes. Less oil, more soy sauce, lighter portions. Then one day in the 1960s, a regular customer walks in with a gift of tarako, salted cod roe, and says, "Can you make something with this?"
Customer just brought their own ingredient?
That's Japan for you. Narita tosses hot spaghetti with butter, tarraco, a splash of soy sauce, a squeeze of lemon. Salty, briny, umami-rich, butter coating every strand.
Okay, my mouth is literally watering.
That dish becomes Cabe no Ana's signature, and it launches an entire category, Wafu pasta, Japanese-style pasta. By the 70s and 80s, mentaiko spaghetti, shiso and nori as garnishes, natto pasta, ume pasta, kinoko with butter soy. All Japanese pantry staples that no Italian would recognize as pasta ingredients.
So it's not just weird toppings on noodles. There's a whole different sauce logic?
Completely different. Italian sauces are built on fat acid salt logic. Olive oil, tomato, cheese. Wafu sauces are built on dashi logic. Extraction of umami from natural sources like kelp and bonito. Think of it this way. Italian pasta is classical architecture. Every column is load-bearing, nothing removable. You can't take guanciale out of carbonara and still call it carbonara. Japanese pasta is jazz fusion. Steal the chord progression, the noodle shape, the al dente concept. Then improvise until your mother wouldn't recognize the song.
And that's the whole point. But does it actually taste better?
That's not the right question. The right question is, why does it taste so specifically, undeniably Japanese? The answer is hiding in a 115-year-old chemistry experiment. Because in 1908, a chemistry professor in Tokyo tasted a bowl of kelp soup and asked a question that would reshape the entire science of flavor. What is this taste? And why doesn't it have a name? Professor Kikanai Ikeda, Tokyo Imperial University. He's eating his wife's kombu dashi, kelp broth, and he notices a taste that isn't sweet, sour, salty, or bitter.
A fifth taste?
Exactly what he suspected. He spent months isolating the compound, processed a massive quantity of dried kombu to extract just 30 grams of crystals, monosodium glutamate, MSG. He named it umami, pleasant savory taste. Patented the extraction in 1909. That patent became Ajinomoto.
Wait, Ajinomoto, the company came from this guy?
From his patent, yes. But here's the wild part. Western food science dismissed umami as a real taste for almost a century.
100 years.
It wasn't until 2002 that researchers identified specific glutamate receptors on the human tongue. Published in Nature Neuroscience, umami was officially the fifth basic taste, nearly a century after Ikeda's paper. Now, this is the part that explains why Wafu pasta hits different. There's a synergy effect. Glutamate from kombu or soy sauce, plus inosinate from bonito flakes or fish. They don't just add up, they multiply. 7 to 8 times the umami intensity.
7 to 8 times? Not 7 to 8%?
Times, multiplicative. That's why dashi, kombu plus bonito, is so devastatingly flavorful. And a Wafu pasta sauce stacks it. Dashi stock, soy sauce, butter, triple umami bomb.
Huh. But doesn't Italian pasta use Parmesan? That's loaded with umami too, right?
Sharp catch. Parmigiano Reggiano has roughly 1.2 grams of free glutamate per 100 grams, one of the highest of any food. Italians have been using umami for centuries. They just never isolated it as a concept. Japan named it, measured it, and then, let's be honest, weaponized it. So what happens when Italian purists actually visit Tokyo and taste what Japan did to their sacred noodle? Do they rage? Do they cry? The answer surprised us. Here's a number that'll mess with your head. By some counts, Tokyo has more Italian restaurants than Rome does, thousands more.
Tokyo has more Italian restaurants than Rome?
According to Tabelog data, yes. And a growing number are run by Italian expats who came to Tokyo and just stayed.
Why would an Italian chef leave Italy to cook Italian food in Japan?
Creative freedom. In Italy, tradition is law, literally. In Tokyo, the ingredient quality is world-class, especially seafood and vegetables, and nobody tells you you're wrong for experimenting. Massimo Bottura, 3 Michelin stars, #1 on World's 50 Best in 2018, has spoken publicly about Japanese influence on his cooking. He's praised Japanese food culture as among the most sophisticated in the world.
Coming from an Italian, that's huge.
And the influence flows both ways now. Roscioli in Rome, a legendary pasta spot, has been known to serve cacio e pepe made with kombu-infused water, adding glutamate depth to a Roman classic.
Rome is using kombu in pasta now? The Carbonara Police must be losing their minds.
Some of them probably are. But here's where it all comes together, Sheba. Italy's genius is perfection through constraint, making 4 ingredients transcendent. Japan's genius is perfection through adaptation, taking someone else's 4 ingredients and finding the 5th dimension that was always missing. Neither is superior. They're complementary worldviews applied to the same strand of wheat. Chef Erie's ketchup spaghetti wasn't a crime. It was a declaration of independence, and 80 years later, that independence produced a pasta tradition so deep, so scientifically grounded, that even the Carbonara Police have to tip their hats.
So next time someone tells you ketchup on spaghetti is a crime, remind them the best crimes create entirely new cuisines. Drop a comment. Are you Team Carbonara Purist or Team Ketchup Revolutionary? We want to know.
If this changed how you think about pasta, hit subscribe. We dig into food history one story at a time. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next one.